Okay, helping Hexat was a bit of a disaster. There was no treasure after all, and the woman, whatever her name was that claimed to be Hexat, was just some sort of vampire slave to be fed on. Well, this isn't the first person we attempted to help and it turned into, well, sort of a disaster. Lord Furcrag is whom I'm talking about. I thought we had killed the Jantis, but in the end, we got him back. Only with this Hexat? No. Nothing good came of that. We were in a tough fight with Dragomir to even get to Hexat. It goes to show you how poor our equipment is when we can barely even scratch a powerful undead vampire. Let's hope this dwarf by the name of Korgan, whom I agreed to help, will lead to a goodly amount of gold. It seems I'm working as an adventurer for hire these days. Well, it's how one can afford all that expensive equipment at the adventurer mart. I know we are skilled enough to earn a good income doing this, probably because we are always successful in our efforts. I feel bad for Imoen, who is waiting for me to come and rescue her, but there is little I can do about it at the moment. We need to build up a sizable amount of gold first, so despite any suffering she may be going through at that hidden cowled wizard's base, she will have to wait. I know what it is like to be tortured by Irenicus, but if we go there now, we will most likely just be destroyed, and no one will be alive to help her.
It will be done.
Time to rest. I think we've sold everything that we need to. We didn't really get anything out of Hexat's place. Oh, there's a few necklaces and gems and rings, but not enough to make it worth it. Okay. Beloved, the others have already retired. I feel a great longing to hold you in my arms. I hope that desire is more than a mere holding in the arms, Ajantis. Come, show me again the duties a paladin has to his beloved. You want me to show them all to you tonight? Orin, your feet are icicles. Let me warm them for you. Should I massage them? Ajantis, do not worry about my feet. They will warm up quite nicely if we begin what I have in mind. Your words inflame me, Orin. I'd be happy to warm your feet. Your way. Come to me, beloved. Okay, we rested during the day. And since Korgan wants to go to the graveyard at night, I'm not sure if I want to do that. Because there's supposedly somebody that's waiting for me there, and I don't want to meet them. Let's, simply wish to see what you have in stock, Hendak. Let's see. So let's rest until morning.
I got some cheap beer for ya.
Yeah, don't want to go out during the night, especially to the graveyard. Anywhere else wouldn't be that bad. Alright. We're well rested.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
And it's still dark out a bit. Let's go to the graveyard. Yeah, it's early.
Be quick with it!
Chance to actually talk to Korgan. Not that I really find him that nice of a person. He's a bit gruff. So when asked about his past, Korgan growls that unless I want to end up like the members of his last scum-sucking traitorous party, I'd best keep my over-curious nose to myself, seeing as the dwarf is only slightly short of a necklace of ears and proving his enjoyment of slaughter. I decided to obey his request. Yeah.
My honor is my life.
Jantis does a little detect evil spell, and Korgan lights up.
Without doubt.
And we're back in the graveyard. This feels like deja vu. But we're not going to go into this tomb of Hexat. We're going to close that door. He says that it's here. I've joined with Korgan Bloodaxe to gain the Book of Kaza for a collector by the name of Pimlico. It is apparently in a tomb beneath the graveyard district. One of the crypts apparently leads to a lower, older section rumored to contain undead, but also the tome. If he told me we were going to go right back in that same grave, I would say, forget it. We're out of here. Now, this place is a really different feeling from the daytime. Where is this tomb? I guess we're gonna have to just start searching. Oh, well, there's Undead.
Quickly
For the
and
glory
precisely.
of Helm!
My weapon is of no use.
Regular arrows do not work. Let's use magical arrows. We don't actually have too many of those.
Embarrassing.
I've been paralyzed.
Nicely. Yeah.
This is mummy. Ow. That hurt a bit.
Yes?
Guess we're gonna have to get some more good berries. Okay. I can move again. Alright. You
I
want to
can
inspect this
dance
for
on the head
traps?
of a pin as well.
Well, far be it from me to... This has nothing to do with...
Without hesitation. This will
I don't
not
know why
take
there's
long.
undead in there. If it's a regular old tome. We don't know. Korgan doesn't know the way to get there. This is obviously not the way.
If it must be done, it will be done.
I don't want to start grave robbing. What, this place? Doesn't lead anywhere. Okay. There's a building over here. Oh, some very large skeletons. Aerie should cast protection from evil. 10-foot radius. Well, we will take these weapons, though.
No, I can't carry anymore.
I'm ready,
Oh,
I think.
sorry, I dropped something.
What are you carrying, Aerie? Oh, okay. Two-handed sword with a minor enchantment that we can use and sell.
Nature's servant awaits.
Helm, give me strength!
Okay, we just use good berries to top up injuries.
Fleet of foot and all that.
Okay, so this doesn't lead into a tomb below.
Certainly.
Let's go.
Direct me as you
See
will.
the sun now. What this place? Oh. This is not like the other ones. This feels like it goes on and on.
Yoshimo is willing.
This is not like a regular tomb. This feels more like a dungeon. So check for them traps. Yoshimo!
Yes? It will be done.
You're right behind me, right?
Yeah, we need a potion case as well. A lot of things that we have to get that I used to have.
Certainly.
What can I do?
Very well. Pai'Na.
Well, we know there's traps down here. Whoa. Shimo, you keep getting hit.
What is it? Without doubt.
Spiders?
What do you need, Yokata?
A wooden stake. I don't think that's really a good thing, but it could help. I'll take that.
I can hold no more. That item has been dropped.
Okay, yeah, I have no room. It's the good berries. I don't think we need this iron rod. We need healing potions, and we need a potion case.
This is a lot more exciting than any circus.
Nothing dangerous.
Oh, there's a lot of spiders there.
Let's see what your guts be looking like.
Quickly and precisely.
Korgan, which way is it?
I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
He thinks we're getting close. Whoa, that was fast.
Yes? Without hesitation.
You require my fleet of foot and all that.
More spiders.
You will fall by my hand!
Next swing.
This will not take long. If it must be done. I await your need.
Hi-ya!
Shima says there's stairs over that way.
It will be
I wonder
done.
if this goes up to where we want to be.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Oh, okay.
Certainly.
Several tombs lead
Direct me as you will.
under here. What is all this? Is this like, are we stepping on a giant web? The tombs are eerily silent, yet I have the feeling of being watched. Best be careful. Traps and dangers abound within these tombs. Every step could be your last.
I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
Yeah, this feels like well-worn cobweb. Like thick.
It will be done.
Fleet of foot and all that.
This is a different section. Any traps, Yoshimo?
Certainly.
Yoshimo is willing.
Oh. He says there's a powerful sense of danger around the door. The lock is of a strange design, and he's having trouble picking it due to the trembling in his fingers. He just can't do it. Okay.
Without
Then let's
doubt.
return. Besides, Korgan doesn't think that's the way. Let's go down the other side then. Very strange place. Why is this underneath the graveyard?
Where shall I... You're right behind me, right?
Spider.
Next time.
Oh my!
Quickly and precisely.
Eder caps.
Take the life she
That's the way. I just knows it. A southern tomb within the open cavern. Bloody old it be.
Okay, well that's good.
Fall by my hand.
At least he's talking unlike
Subtly
that.
made and subtly maintained.
Unlike that woman.
Good killing grounds, nevertheless.
What's this way then?
If memory... Very well. Hiya!
It's like great big... Oh, spiders. Lots of spiders.
I'll hurt you if I have to.
Okay.
Without
I
hesitation.
don't know if that's a good sign or not. Kind of reminds me of the Cloakwood. Eder caps, the spiders, and a spider queen.
Oh, glory for the Dark Mother!
What is it you wish in this place? Quickly state your purpose and leave, before I take away the chance. Oh, what is this place? Like typical surface dwellers, you will think this odd, but I have created a sanctuary. Here, the eight-legged can prosper beneath the city, away from fearful eyes. Is she like a dark elf? Druid? A sanctuary for spiders? Are you insane? No, it is the murderers of these fine beasts that are insane. Even as we speak, these creatures are hunted down, more out of fear than any actual damage they might do. Perhaps you could be of some use. If you help me, I would allow you passage here as you wish. Let me tell you what I require. I am a Hive Master Druid, and this is the grove that I have chosen to build. It is a haven for the spiders, but it is not enough. They die most tragically at the hands of louts and hooligans. The people you see in here are some of them. They are serving the spiders here until they redeem themselves for their crimes. I see it as fitting penance. I cannot stop them all, though. There have always been losses, but now there are even more. The workers of the city have found some fell weapon that smites the spiders most unfairly. I need you to get it, and bring it here. I will dispose of it, and restore the balance beneath the city. If there are too few spiders, then the vermin will rise up. The exterminators do not think of this. That is interesting. I think a Jaheira would approve. She doesn't seem to be evil, more like neutral. And I don't like spiders, but I can see going after the vermin in the city. I guess so, I'll help you. Though I don't do it with a very nice look on my face. Good. Then go, and find the accursed blade that kills my charges. I would go myself, but my half-drow blood would be death if I were seen. I thought you were a drow. Half-drow in this case, I suppose. The blade is called Spider's Bane, and it is in the hands of the workers that clean the ducts and sewers. They are working in the sewers below the Temple District. Go. Her cause seems just, and she is a druid kin of a sort. Let us do our best to aid. Okay.
This will not take long.
I hope she's
if it must be done.
actually doing what she says she's doing and not using those people for worse. I don't really like to see that, but yeah.
What is it?
Anyways, if Jaheira approves, then it can't be that
Nothing
bad.
dangerous, I would hope.
So, we're to go south. I'm fully aware of that, but I just want to see what's over this way. Probably more spiders.
It will be done.
Which is weird that we're
I
trying to
can
get a
dance on the head of a
sword.
pin as well.
Yep, that kills them to give it to her so she can destroy it.
I'm
See what your guts be looking like.
Certainly.
Well, these spiders are attacking us, so...
Our actions are good and will serve the greater balance.
Hiya! The tourists love that stuff.
Yoshimo says he's lucky that he, wasn't affected by that spell. Got to find those traps, Yoshimo.
Be doubly careful. I'm sure all manner of stupid mousetraps await our toes in the dark.
Okay. Well, he says it goes up over here, too.
You
See
must
where the
gather
it
your
comes
party
out.
before venturing forth.
Oh, interesting.
By helm!
I must think over and over again about how it could happen that we knights of the Order could be deceived, like we were by this fur crag. The idea of it, that the supposed cry for help fur crag sent to the Order was only a rotten trick to lure you into a trap. What exactly disturbs you about this? It is not the first time when enemies have made our lives difficult. This may not happen. We paladins sense evil, and it is our duty to fight against it. We should see through hallucinations, otherwise we cannot fulfill our tasks for the benefit of all. Don't worry, Jantis, it was the magic of an evil red worm that deceived you. Maybe you're right. I thank you. This conversation has quieted my restless thoughts. Be assured, I will do everything I can so that I am never again misled so easily. Taking it very seriously, isn't he?
It will be done.
Okay, let's go
Certainly.
find this Book of Kaza that's down here. To the southern dungeons this way. Spiders. Never liked spiders. The stale stench of death assails my nostrils. Tombs line this hall, and I hear the sound of shuffling within them. Oh, this is not a nice place. This feels much like it did for that tomb of Hexat or Dragomir's tomb, whatever it was called. Yeah, I really do not feel this is a very good place at all. Okay.
You need something?
Really bad time for protection from evil to go away. Really bad time. Protection from fear. What else can we do? Chaotic commands on Ajantis. I actually wish we had Minsk with us. I mean, Korgan seems like a capable warrior, but he's no Minsk. Okay, it's up to you to find any traps that are in our way.
I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
And we're gonna have to go slow, because I do not trust this place at all. In fact, I'm going to ready... Let's see, what kind of arrows can I use? I'm not sure if cold would be very effective against undead, but let's try to save my acid and fire arrows. We're probably going to face something really bad down here. Possibly vampires. This could be where the vampires are coming from that are on the city. Oh, he says there's traps. Whoa! Okay. We've got mummies, a white, skeleton warriors.
Yoshimo
the
is
white
willing.
is really bad. Okay, we're gonna have to have protection against, what is it called? Negative plating. Only Jahira seems to have that. Okay. A white is really bad news.
I'll do it.
Shimo.
You're right behind.
Hey, the white is dead. Find the white. Kill the white.
As you will.
Oh, that also hurt Korgan. We have to be mindful of that since he's not a good character. Ouch. These skeletons.
Without doubt.
Come on, you fighters, get in there. Okay, it wasn't so bad, but I got hurt. Quite a bit, actually. And can you please restore Yoshimo?
Speak. Yes?
Okay, good enough. Some things for you to pick up, Yoshimo. Okay, so we have a wooden stake in case we encounter a vampire. Which I hope we don't, but maybe it'd be a good thing if we can get rid of some of them. Because they always come back unless you stake them, I've heard.